Think about a time when you were pondering a decision and all the information was pointed in one direction. Even the people around you were urging you to follow that logical path. Yet something inside you whispered, "Psst, hey, go this way instead." So you considered the data, trusted your gut, went the other way, and it all worked out. That's the power of our intuition. Think about this. When you consider what it takes to solve the world's most challenging problems, what personal attributes normally come to mind? Is it critical thinking, intellect, hard work, maybe even grit? Well, over the last several generations, we've been taught to place those attributes on a pedestal, holding them up as the key to problem solving. We typically make decisions by analyzing our past results, or we'll rely on best practices because they're tried and true. And taking it at face value, all of those approaches make sense. But over time, this line of thinking has led us to so many modern day global problems. Cybersecurity challenges, global health risks. Well, now it's time to level up. Because we can't create new outcomes using the same outdated ways of thinking that got us here to begin with. So what do we do then? True innovators understand that real ingenuity and progress don't solely rely on traditional ways of thinking. Instead, they combine our inherited intellect with learned skills and a more personal kind of intelligence, our intuition. So what is intuition? When we really break it down, it's that feeling, gut instinct, or spidey sense we sometimes get, and it can help us grasp ideas or concepts without just relying on our conscious reasoning skills. So think of your intuition as that personal guidance system or GPS for decision making. And yeah, I know, sometimes even just thinking about intuition can make people a little uncomfortable. I see you giving your neighbor the side eye over there. But as an organizational psychologist and a researcher with a doctorate in leadership psychology, as well as working with teams and leaders as an executive coach, I'm here to tell you that while learning to lean in and trust our instincts and our GPS might feel like a soft skill, it absolutely belongs in your work, your life, and in your home, all of these aspects of our lives, because it can help us align with our goal and our vision and even surpass them in unexpected ways. During the pandemic, a dentist I know named David, he felt the tug to invest in major office renovations and team growth. And by all accounts, it was foolish. You remember, the economy was in a downturn, business was slow, uncertainty was at an all-time high. Even his mentors strongly advised against it. Other practices were losing patience, hoarding resources, trying to cut costs, and I don't blame them. The data around business growth at that time didn't look very promising. But sometimes, if we're just looking at the data, it can lead us to a perfectly sensible but still wrong decision. Because David trusted his intuition. After 30 plus years of owning his practice, he had his best year financially and in terms of quality of care and work-life balance. Other practices who just relied on external data, they missed an opportunity. Now, it's easy to dismiss a story like that as, well, just a story, it's a one-off. And I get that. I also get how in our data-driven world, how really uncomfortable it can be to learn to trust our internal sense of knowing. But even if it's not in our comfort zone, it is crucial, especially in times of change where creativity and innovation aren't just nice to haves, they're essential for progress. And I mean, this is crucial for all of us. Not just the bigwig innovators like Elon Musk or Richard Branson, Sheryl Sandberg, or even Oprah. It's crucial for me, and it's crucial for you. Now, you might feel like you're out of touch with your internal GPS, or like you don't even have one at all. And that's totally normal, because so few of us deliberately engage with our intuition. And when that spidey sense does bubble up, we'll often override it. Now, this talk just isn't about stories or anecdotes. There's a wealth of research out there that shows that intuition is a critical competency for leaders, especially in times of change. It's linked to higher gross revenues, better decisions, increased efficiency, and improved alignment. In short, better outcomes overall. And I've seen this over and over again with the work I do with entrepreneurs and leaders. And it's one big reason why I dedicated my doctoral research to studying intuition in business leadership. And what I found was entrepreneurs who use their intuition in addition to their analytical thinking experienced an average of 81% revenue growth between the years 2020 and 2024. Entrepreneurs who did not use intuition experienced losses across that same time frame. So note, the group that experienced growth, they didn't just follow their gut instincts. They weren't out there willy-nilly following their gut, but it was the combination of analyzing external data and considering internal insights that manifested into this leadership superpower. So it's not to say that analytical thinking and data aren't important. They absolutely are. But without also considering our intuition, we're holding ourselves back. Everything we touch has been created through some sort of human innovation necessitated by change. Our phones, these screens, the chairs you're sitting on, the wheel, everything we touch. Now, one awesome caveman might have innovated that wheel, but we're all capable of innovating if we allow ourselves to embrace our analytical prowess and our intuition. And here's how we can do that. Meditate mindfully, introspect regularly, navigate new experiences, and debrief decisions. M-I-N-D. We'll use the word mind to help us remember these 4 steps. And the first one is M, meditate. Engage in mindfulness practices like meditation to enhance focus, creativity, and intuition. Practices like this enable the default mode of the brain and salience networks, and that facilitates intuitive judgment. I, introspect. Regularly reflect on experiences and feelings through journaling. This helps identify recurring patterns and strengthens neural connections, making intuition more accessible. N, newness. Challenge your assumptions, explore new possibilities by engaging in brainstorming sessions, diverse conversations, and travel. Practices like this stimulate the brain's basal ganglia, which plays a role in subconscious processing and intuitive development. And D, debrief. Reflect and debrief on decisions where intuition may have played a role, and ask yourself questions like, how did I feel when I experienced this? How did I come to this decision? This helps connect feelings with intuitions, and it activates our brain in ways that help us improve future decision-making. M-I-N-D. Meditate mindfully, introspect regularly, navigate new experiences, and debrief decisions. Intuition is a powerful complement to analytical thinking, and it also challenges the way we've been taught to think and make decisions. And yeah, it can feel a bit uncomfortable too. But if you follow this mind approach, you can effectively integrate intuition into your decision-making and couple it with your analytical thinking so that you can harness your leadership superpowers.